Welcome all. My name is Vidya Lakshmi. I am going to talk about today loops available in C language. Types of loops in C. If you talk about loops are used when the statements have to be executed several times. If you want some line in any programming language should be executed for more number of times, you can go for loop. So major advantage of using loop is reusability of code. There are three types of loops available in programming structure. First one is for loop, while loop and do while. Each and every one having different advantage and disadvantages. We are going to see one by one now. For loop. This is a easy one. Why? Because for every loop, we have to represent three conditions: starting, ending, and increment value. That is, the variable we used for the loop for the starting and the condition checking and the iteration even. All the three things have given in the same line. That is a major advantage of for loop. If the condition is true, what will happen? The statement given in the for loop is executed continuously. Otherwise, you move out of the statement. This is a flowchart representing the for loop. If the condition is true, the statement is executed continuously. Otherwise, it moves out from the loop. This is a simple example. As I told earlier, three parts are in the same line. That is initialization, condition checking, and increment. What is that increment means? After finishing of work, there should be something or mechanism to maintain the number of times work have been done. Every time after finishing the work, we have to represent whether we have to increment the count. In which way? If you give us I plus plus means in after finishing the work, that variable which control the loop will be incremented by one time. You can have the increment value as per the requirements in the program. Here, a variable I is used. It is initialized as a 0. This is a condition. It goes until it reaches the 10. After finishing each time, I is incremented with the value 1. Let me see the working process. Now, I value is 0. Is checking the condition whether it is less than 10. Yes, it is less than 10. So the line or code which should be executed for this loop is executed. That is, here only single line is going to print the word C programming alone. After finishing of this work, I value is incremented by 1. And then it goes for condition checking whether the condition is true or false. Now the value of the I is, it is incremented to 1 from 0. So it is checking whether the 1 is less than 10. Yes, condition is true. So again the work is executed. That is, the word C programming is printed. Then incremented. Now the value became 2. It goes and check the condition. 2 is less than 10. So the work done. Like this it goes on up to the value. It comes to 10. After that, what will happen? If it increment as 11, the condition becomes fail. It moves out of the lab. This is the way the for loop will be executed. Now we are going to see about while loop. While loop has another name called entry level checking loop. That means before entering into the body of the loop, it checks the condition. If it is true alone, it enters into the loop. If the iteration is not known prior, then we go for while and do while loop. If That means for loop needs the number of times or condition that should be executed is very essential. Here, the condition is true, the statement is executed. Meanwhile, the iteration count should be given within the statement block here. If the condition is false, means it moved out of the block. You see the example here. We are using a variable I. It has an initial value 0. They are having a condition I should be less than 5. We check it whether I is less than 5. Yes, now the value of I is 0, so it is less than 5. So it print the value C programming, and then I is incremented as 2 here. What will happen? I value changed from 0 to 2. It goes back to the condition and check for whether it is true or not. Now 2 less than 5 is a condition, is true. Again it comes into the loop and print the value. Then I value is incremented. Now I is incremented to 4. Goes back to the checking condition. Now also it is true. Print. Then it will be incremented. Now it comes to what? 6. This time it is false. It moves out of the loop. This way while loop is executed. Now we are going to see about do while. Do while is exit level checking loop. That means while it moves from the loop, it checks the condition. Let's see the example here. I value is there. This is the loop structure. It enter into the loop first before checking the condition. So whether the condition is true or false, it is executed at least one time. Now it goes into the loop, print the value. The I value is incremented to 1. Now it check whether the condition is true. Yes, 1 is less than 5. It goes on doing the same activity, incrementing and checking condition like as we seen in the previous loops. So according to our example, this C programming word will be printed for 5 times. So in this video, we have seen the working process of 3 loops for while, do while. Thank you all. Thank you.